Greetings, gentlemen, and welcome to Norway, a frozen wasteland full of monsters, demons, and a ridiculous amount of shirtless men screaming at the top of their lungs. Today, I'll be attempting to unite the Norscan tribes into one big, happy community. I call it Scandinavia. To do this, we'll have to complete quests scattered across the map, monster hunts, unit recruitment, and my personal favorite, genocide. I've installed a bunch of mods that add new units, new mechanics, and best of all, this guy to lead our snow-capped confederacy. But standing in our way are fat lads of shit, bloodthirsty demons, and worst of all, the Danes. Can we kill enough Nords to convince them we're on the same side? Or will our violent Norwegian diplomacy fail, handing Denmark the keys to all of Scandinavia? Gentlemen, welcome to the second channel. Let's begin. Welcome to Scandinavia, the home of the Nords, and more specifically, the home of Harald Wireless, the great unifier. He's going to be the one that's going to make Norsca great again, wearing a Minga hat. So pretty much, we've installed a bunch of mods that has rejigged Norsca as a whole. So pretty much, Harald Wireless is not actually in the game, and so is a bunch of other lords in the Norsca faction. Now, we also have a bunch of new units that aren't in the normal game, such as a Norscan longship, which is a giant ship that is going to somehow sail over land. So pretty much the goal for this campaign is going to be to unite the Nords. And as you can see, we have a shit ton of factions that we can unite with. And our goal is going to be to unite every single little emblem on this map here. And if I click on each individual one, you can see that there are certain objectives that we need to complete in order to confederate with that individual faction. So for this one, for example, we need to destroy the Lizardmen faction. For this one, we need to maintain 15 units of Norscan Ice Wolves. And for this one, we need to defeat 5 legendary lords with Harald, and so on and so on. You get the picture. So we need to do that for all of Norsca, and only then will we have achieved the victory. There's also some other mechanics, such as the allegiance to the gods. With this, you follow one of 4 gods, in which you get different benefits for going down the pathway. So, for example, with the Crow god, you get a better replenishment rate, and at the end of it, you even get a exalted great unclean one. But for us, I think going down the path of the Hound might be the way to go, because you get 10% extra weapon strength for melee units. Anyway, we have a certain invader in our lands who is begging me to get his ass whipped. First things first, let's research something in the tech tree. Yeah, recruitment cost, that seems like something good to get. And oh yeah, let's build something. Here we have a fuck ton of units. We can't get any of these right now anyway, so maybe we should go ahead and get the infantry path started, because there are some extra units here, like shield maidens and reavers. Okay, yeah, let's just go for the sparring fields and start going down that path. All right, let's go ahead and collect this guy's skull. So here we have Harald in the flesh, and as you can see, he's one big, burly, hairy-chested man who has clearly not been lacking on those tricep extensions. Have a look at those fucking things. Oh my goodness. The rest of our units don't really matter. They're all pretty basic units. Besides these guys, this is our tier 4 unit. They're like mummified werewolves. So yeah, you don't want to meet these guys in a dark alleyway in Berlin at 2 a.m. in the morning. All right, let's go ahead and start this battle. Let's kind of somewhat try to flank these guys. And I think our main man Harald is just going to run in head first. So let's just get everyone to do the same thing. All right, Harald, you fucking madman, you. Have a look at him. Oh my goodness. That went so much better than I could have ever hoped for. All right, Harald. Yes, take out their lord. Just dunk your nuts in his face. Yes, good, good. You are dunking, aren't you? Oh, beautiful. Just chop his head off. Okay, beautiful. Well, that is a successful first battle. All right, with that battle won, we have 3 options. We can kill the captives, enslave the captives, or sacrifice the captives. All terrible options if you happen to have a bucket on your head. So we're going to do the most Nord thing I can imagine, and perform a blood eagle on all of the survivors. Beautiful. Chop their heads off. Okay, first mission successful. So our main man Harald is actually leveled up, and let's increase his movement range. And quickly, let's go and assess the lay of the land. Now, we are basically just surrounded by a bunch of other Norscans right now. We actually don't know anyone else but the Nords, and we are indifferent with everyone besides this guy with a wolf on his head. He kind of hates us. So So let's make him hate us even more and take his settlement. Oh my god, the way he runs. Ooh, a valiant defeat. You know what? I'm gonna bitch it. I'm not gonna attack him. Let's raid them because I can't move anywhere. Well, that's a first good turn. Unfortunately for us, the wolf guy has actually come down to meet us. We need to get out of there ASAP. Or do we? We actually might win that encounter. I feel like I can check, right? Alright, no. Alright, let's get out of there. And let's recruit some marauder spearmen. That'll be good because they have a bunch of wolves that are basically acting as cavalry. Well, war beasts. Well, that's not good, especially because they have some insane heroes, which we cannot take at half health. Although, if I retreat here, I think they're going to get me anyway. No, they don't. Well, let's just retreat back into here and try and recruit some units. Okay, now that we have researched the first technology, we can go ahead and start researching Monster Hunter, which will unlock another mechanic in this mod, which I will get to when we actually unlock it. Wow, interesting. We've kind of been locked into our first settlement by Huron, wolf guy, but once we get past him, we should have a pretty clean slate to go and take the rest of that land over there. Do we actually win this? Yes, we do, and we barely lose anything at all. I'm going to go ahead and take that, and let's replenish as much as we can. So, one mechanic that I haven't mentioned yet is we can confederate with the Norscan tribe right after we defeat the lord that leads them in battle. So, we're going to go ahead and form that confederation. And we have united our very first Northmen. And as you can see here, well, they're actually still on that map, but that's a little bit glitched. We don't have to worry about that. Now, the good part about that is that we actually get him as our own lord. So in 5 turns, we can recruit our very own Wolfman. So as you can tell, the fastest way for us to actually unite most of the North is actually to commit genocide on the Nords and force them to submit to my will. And with that confederation, we get to unlock some new units like the Marauder chariots over here. So let's get 3 of those. And we have 1 commandment. So let's get, more growth in construction costs. Why not? That seems good. All right, with our first enemy united, we have to turn our attention to another one. And I think Wulfric is looking mighty appealing, if I do say so myself. He's even wearing cologne. Well, that's a surprise. I guess Wulfric is no more, so the new target is the High King Ulfric, the King of the Stormcloaks. Oh yeah, we have nothing here. What are we going to build in the place of what we just destroyed? Let's go and have a look. Let's just get some more growth here. So let's build a loot pile there. And over here in Naglafari Plain. I'm an idiot. All right, let's go ahead and build a guard shack over here. So we're going to be able to recruit some pit fighters and bondsmen. Oh, Sutha doesn't like us now. Well, we're going to have to put the King of the Stormcloak plans behind us because Sutha is coming with a full 20-stack army to completely ram my arsehole. So let's get back there, and he's actually going to be able to capture Doomkeep, which is extremely annoying. I'm even going to cancel this. Well, at least we can actually see his army right now. He has a Femir Balefiend and just a bunch of crap, really. Just Marauder Spearmen. Yeah, just crap. Okay, well, we've actually gone ahead and researched this Monster Hunter tech. So that has unlocked the Monstrous Arcanum. And with this, we get a giant book in which we can track down and fight the most powerful monsters in the world to unlock powerful abilities and different type of monsters that we can actually use in battle, like this Frostworm right here, or a giant Cygor eyeball as a reward. We also get some gold for these too. So we'll have to fight something like a Chaos Frost Dragon, a Cygor, and this goes on. But we'll have to keep researching technology in order to get the harder and more difficult beasts. So nonetheless, we still have 3 different rewards to claim and 3 different beasts to slay, and you can only do 1 at a time. So we'll challenge one soon, but we won't do it just yet. First, we have Sutha to take care of. Oh my god, do I hate siege battles. Oh, well, we have to fight it. All right, our chariots actually did God's work, killing 191 people. And wow, our Norscan warhounds killed 140 guys. So maybe they're not so bad after all. And with Sutha destroyed, we can actually go ahead and confederate with his tribe. And much like America absorbing the Gulf of Mexico, we have absorbed another faction into our Nordic empire. So I think my strategy for this is going to be basically commit genocide genocide on all of the Nord factions around us. That's going to be easier than actually completing these objectives, although by default we might just unlock some along the way. And then for the other ones that are further away, obviously we should try to complete some of these objectives, even though some of them require us to move down there anyway, like destroying the Exiles of Khorne or the Oracles of Sinch. Of course, these factions can get wiped out and we won't be able to confederate with them, so that's always something that could happen and would make it a lot easier if they do get wiped out for us. Nonetheless, let us start our first challenge in the Monstrous Arcanum. So we have to raid this region here. We have to move our character down to this part here, and then we'll be able to challenge a Chaos Frost Dragon. Interestingly, if we actually kill this guy here, Felman, he's the leader of the scaling, so we'll actually get all of these lands over here too. So we can be expanding pretty quickly. I mean, it's only turn 10 and we already have 6 settlements, and that could move up to 9 in the next couple of turns at least. Oh wow, so it seems that Wulfric stole what we were about to do, but that makes it all the better because now we're going to get a fucking massive chunk of land. We just need to kill Ulfric, the king of the Stormcloaks, and we need to find out where the fuck he actually is because I can't see him. Alright, let's go ahead and place this wolf inside Harold's army. We don't actually have enough money to recruit this guy right here. Well, we do, but I don't have enough money to actually make an army for him. So I'll recruit him later. I'm going to assume that Ulfric Stormcloak is down here. No, he's not. Oh well, let's just take the monolith over here and we're going to declare war. Although he is pretty powerful. That makes me think he might have an army over here. Let's wait one more turn because if we can beat Ulfric, then we get all this shit and we can avoid a war. Alright, let's check. Is he over here? There he is. I mean, luckily for us, he has another 2 armies that are 20 stack over here and a 13 that have left the mainland and they've come over here to Inglaland to raid and pillage. Alright, what's the goal? I think the goal is we're going to have to potentially declare war, or maybe we can just like skip past these guys. That'd be quite a sight if we just walk past them. Yes, we're trespassing. What do they think about me now? It is deteriorating. Oh my god, Ulfric is exposed. We are so close to catching him. That is honestly not a bad army though. Can we reach him? We actually can't. Well, we have to trespass on these guys. Sorry guys. When someone tries to sneak behind you at a ticket gate right here. Come on, just hold that gate open for us, Ulfric. Oh my goodness. Ulfric has fucking disappeared. He's force marching. You force my hand, Ulfric. I have to keep up with you. We're just 2 friends going on a road trip and not looking back. Look at us. Our home's over there. What are we doing here? I mean, you don't even have an army to do anything. You're just going on a nice, lovely, scenic adventure. Although you're going right into the heart of the favela right here. I mean, look at this shit. You don't know what you're getting yourself into, Ulfric. Well, that's not ideal. Haka the Aisling is coming for our head. We could actually catch him here. The only problem is we can't risk Ulfric actually running away from us, and he probably is because we have 20 units. Yeah, we have a substantially bigger force than him, so I think we actually have to gain some land on him. My goodness, he has disappeared again, and we have a fucking army on our doorstep. Well, we gotta recruit Huern. Oh, interesting thing about Huern is that he's a horde faction, so he actually has horde mechanics, which is very surprising. And hopefully we can find out where this guy went. Oh, he's over here. Wow, there is actually another army over here. All right, hopefully we survive this. They're going to take that, and our upkeep's going to go up by a crazy amount. Yeah, there it is. We can actually see what they've got. Some Marauder Berserkers, great weapons, shield maidens, and they've actually got some Norscan wares, which is bad. Oh my god, this guy will not stop fucking running. Oh my god, Rog's down there too. We're going to get eaten alive. We've literally hedged all our bets on catching this High King, and he is, well, he's swindling the fuck out of us right now. All right, what are the odds that this guy's in like a ambush stance? Let's see. Oh my god, we've actually got them. He was in an ambush stance. Well, we've caught him. Only problem is they think we're going to fucking lose. Well, we can take a look at some of our new units. Here we have the Pit Fighters. They are some Conan the Barbarian wannabe motherfuckers. Well, some of them are at least. This guy's just Techno Viking. And we also have the Bondsmen. These guys are just got bows. They're basic missile units. And the other one we have is this guy right here, Ulsdau. Basically just a dual-wielding axe werewolf. And as you can see, he will probably hurt some people. Let's get a look at these Pit Fighters. Well, they're kind of dying at the moment. Although, I swear they're swinging. Yeah, they're actually swinging pole arms like they're an axe, which makes no sense. All right, here they come. Let's have a look at this guy. High King Ulfric Stormcloak, who's got a giant fucking throwing axe. And there's the Norscan giant. All right, take out Ulfric. Oh my god, that's a shit ton of damage right there. Let's get our chariots to move up as well. Where's our warhounds? We need them up here too. Uh-oh, they've also got a feral Ymir, whatever that is. Ymir, who just bitch slapped the hell out of our sea maiden. We're in a precarious situation. They've also got the giant coming across here. Not good, not good. You guys attack the giant, and same with you guys, honestly. All right, our sea maiden's dead. Not good. Oh, Harold is routing. Just get everyone in here, please. And we need to take out that Norscan giant. How's our wolf going? Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. Although Harold's running away. Harold, what are you doing, bro? Get back in there, Harold. All right, we're doing a shit ton of damage on this giant. Awesome. The giant has fallen. Can everyone kill Ulfric, please? There we go. We have won. And there it is. We can confederate with King Ulfric and make him not the king anymore. And we're immediately plunged into a Great Depression. Holy crap. Well, at least the good thing is we actually have this entire block of land right here. We just have a ridiculous amount of armies that we need to get rid of. Oh, we actually have a tier 5 regiment of renown that we can get with Huron wolf guy. Let's call him Armani coat guy. So with Bjornling taken and absorbed into our Nordic empire, there is actually not that many Norscan factions left around here. There is, of course, the Wintertooth faction, but they've been confederated by Aisling. Sorry, not Aisling, but the Khorne version of Aisling. Okay, so Throg has come down to molest us. That's not good, and they're probably going to attack us again. No, they didn't. Wow, that's honestly a surprise. Who leads these guys again? Haka. Haka leads these guys. Okay. Yep, Throg's going to continually just sexually abuse us down this coast, and there's not much we can do about it, unfortunately. All right, Harold's back on the mainland. Let's get High King Ulfric back on the mainland too. Okay, so we're obviously already at war with Aisling, but what I'm thinking is that we kind of gobble up all of this land right here. So we take out Haka, and then we probably turn our attention towards Azazel and his little cuck over here. So ideally, we'll have all of this big chunk of land here. Throg is just is not giving up, and that's a good army. Better than this one. We can actually reach them in the next turn. He actually wants peace. Wow, that's because we're stronger than him somehow. No, thank you. All right, I think we're actually ready to attack this. All right, lads, off you go. Will this be an actual siege? No. All right, well, we can test out the Norscan wares and some of the other units, like the Shield Maidens. All right, here we have the Wolf Gang. Somehow, I don't know why these wolves wouldn't be more worried about the fact that you're literally wearing a deceased wolf on your back. That means you had to kill that fucking wolf to put that there. What do you think about that, buddy? And here we have the other wolf that we haven't fought in battle with yet. He is Grail. So if we compare their stats, basically, he just has a lot less melee attack, but a lot more melee defense. So they're going to work pretty well together. And here's some of the other units that we have, some of the other new units. We have the Norscan Wares. These guys are, well, I don't fucking know what they are, to be honest. They're just some various type of abominations. It's like if a deer, a wolf, and a snake came all in the same jar and then got a spider pregnant. But these guys they're going to be an absolute tank unit for us because they have ridiculous weapon strength. So they're going to deal an incredible amount of damage, and they're actually unbreakable. So that helps us out, especially considering how terrible the leadership is on some of these units that we have. Like these guys, for example, 38 leadership, insane. Now, the next modded unit that we have is the Shield Maidens. Basically, these girls are incredibly pissed off women that are all actually related somehow. As you can see, they're all the same, except for you. And we have our Regiment of Renown unit that we unlocked. What the fuck is their name? The Bulwark of Skjold. And yeah, no, these guys actually look fucking unbelievable. They actually kind of look like me. I think I saw a comment somewhere asking me if I was Scandinavian. I very clearly am not, but I do like Vikings. I'm an Aussie, if you couldn't tell from the accent. I'm not British. Do not say I'm British. Nope, I'm a better version of the British. I'm an ex-British convict. All right, time to fight these fuckers. Let's see what our Armani werewolf coat... Where the fuck is he? Oh, there he is. Oh my goodness. All right, these guys do not stand a chance. Although you are getting your coat drenched in blood. I'm not sure you mind. All right, let's kill these guys, please. And let's get these werebears. Well, not werebears. Norscan wares on Norscan wares. Yes, let's cannibalize these fuckers. Oh my goodness. Is that a pig's face? They're even more inbred than I thought. So this guy actually comes with a unique ability where he can fucking transform into a wolf himself. There he is. Now go kill someone with that ability. All right, how are our werebears going? They're not werebears. I need to stop saying that. Well, they have killed these guys. That's fine. And what about these guys? Our new regiment of renown. Let's see these guys in the flesh. Oh yeah, now these guys are some actual fucking Vikings right here. This is what you expect to be controlling when you play as Norsca, not those fucking pit fighters. All right, we won. Well, our 3 wolf boys did pretty well, but I mean, the Norscan wares 123 kills, and the new Huskarls got 144 kills. Honestly, the shield maidens even did pretty well. So all in all, we did pretty well in that fight. We even shut down most of their Norscan wares. They only got 8 kills, 11 kills. Don't worry about this one. All right, so let's take back our land that we lost. All right, so uniquely, Harold actually has this line up here. I'm not sure what color it is. It doesn't really have a color, does it? It's like kind of black. But this is like mainly benefits for a bunch of our Norscan units. But the first perk actually gives us benefits against fighting Norscan factions. So we're going to take that because we're going to be fighting a lot of Norscan factions right now. And if we actually get this building right here, Halfscale's Yard, we're going to get 350 income and the ability to unlock Bjornling Huskarls, which are a tier 4 unit that honestly have some pretty crazy stats. So Throg's actually a pretty massive problem. However, we don't have to deal with him if we can just take out the leader, Haka. And it seems like they're losing pretty badly to this Nurgle faction. So we kind of just need to punch a hole through these guys. And we might just completely ignore these guys right here and just take the Forbidden Citadel. Anyway, next turn. Oh, wow. They just lost the Forbidden Citadel. Well, that throws a spanner in the works because they might have actually killed the leader. That's not good at all for us. And Throg is like on the other side of the map and we are running out of money. And that is an incredibly fucking tough army to take on. I wonder if we can confederate with these guys if they're already the vassal of Azazel, whatever. Well, I suppose let's go ahead and take out this Sal encampment, try and get them to attack us. Okay, and we take that quite easily. Oh great, some sex demons have claimed the Sword of Cain. It's always welcome news. Alright, well, we have Sal. Now, I'm not 100% sure what we should do, but I assume we should, wow, they've gone all the way down to Erengrad. Anyway, I assume we should kind of just keep going forward. Wow, they've been completely rolled over by this Nurgle faction. They only have these 3 settlements left, and they're the ones that they actually took off us. So we're going to have to go and get them back. Probably with High King Ulfric, maybe. But we need more money first. So let's keep the foot on the gas pedal. Is that who I think it is? There she is. All right, that is a very tough army to take out, especially with an army at half health. But yeah, we don't really have a choice. Let's just go for it. All right, let's see how werewolves absolutely dismantle these guys. All right, take him out as well. He's going to be actually pretty tough to take out. And you can go ahead and take out these Norscan trolls, which I didn't even know the Norscan trolls were in this army. Turns out they are, I guess. Oh, our Norscan wares have been fucking murdered. All right, Harold, go and kill Birna. Actually, let's get all the wolves to kill this huntress. Oh my, did I just see a new ability? Wow, look at that. Harold actually has an ability. That is crazy stuff. How's Harold going? He's just going to charge his way through here, isn't he? Absolutely soaked in blood. He's not phased at all. Look at this shit. He does this for breakfast. Oh, wow. All right. Let's see this chick get absolutely murdered by a guy who benches 225 with one arm. Harold just took out a fucking wolf. Oh, my God. Okay, we've defeated the cuck Nords. What a disgrace to the Northman name. However, we did take a lot of fucking losses. We lost every Norscan ware that we had, and everyone else is pretty much at half health or lower, besides a couple of units. All right, so I guess that answers that question then. You can't confederate by defeating them if they're already a vassal of someone else. And next we're actually going to get some Northern Slavers, which replenishes 10% movement range for Harold's army after winning a battle. So that could come in handy. Okay, well, Azazel is coming to murder us with a very disgusting looking army. And these guys are actually coming down too. And they also have a very disgusting looking army. I suppose we kind of have to keep Harold down here, don't we? Let's get a little bit of peace before we fucking lose this, and we'll handle Hacker later. Now we've actually got a little bit of money to play with. Oh my goodness. This army just completely fucking dogged its daddy. All right, Azazel, your time has come, buddy. Now we can finally answer the age-old question. Who would win? A werewolf backed up by a guy that benches 225 with one arm, or a sex demon? All right, we're setting up on this hill. Are they going to come attack us? Yes, they are. What is this formation right here? I wish I had some type of spell to punish this. This is fucking ridiculous. How are we going against this sex demon? We're all just kind of standing here awkwardly. We don't really know what the fuck to do. Get him in a corner and just shank the fuck out of him. All right, Azazel's getting absolutely washed. He doesn't know what to do. Let's get everyone actually inside here. All right, let's watch Azazel get fucking mopped. There he is. There he is. And that's how you take out a sex demon, everybody. Beautiful. A decisive victory. And for the first time in his life, Azazel is going to be the one getting tied up. And this is actually the last settlement for Azazel. So we should definitely continue on. Interestingly, we actually have to raid the Tower of Karak. And that will, I believe, allow us to complete or attempt to complete the first monster hunt. All right, let's go ahead and take the Tower of Karak. Wow, a valiant defeat. That's fucking crazy. And we actually have to fight it as well. I hate that so much. All right, let's do it, boys. The only problem is they've got some pretty good fucking units on these walls. The Chosen, they're tier 3. Oh, they're Chaos Warriors, actually. Where are the Chosen? There they are. They are tier 3 unit with insane armor. Look at that. They have 120 armor. And they've actually got pretty good defense and weapon strength as well. At least it's a lot better than our fucking Marauder units. So we've got to watch out for that. This is some interesting walls they've got themselves here. All right, come on, put those ladders up. Good job, man. Let's go ahead and take those Chosen out. Oh, shit, we can go in there. All right, how are we going? These Chaos Furries are absolutely getting slapped. Only problem is these Chosen Warriors are extremely resilient, unfortunately for us. All right, this basically is just a complete clusterfuck. There is no strategy. It is just select everything and please just kill them. All right, let's go ahead and circle back, kill these Chosen Warriors. Bit of a block up right here. Oh my god, these guys are holding out like crazy. All right, nice of you to join us, Harold. Harold fucking lives for the mosh pit. Look at him. All right, their lord has routed. That is good. That is good. All right, we've kind of broken through. Why don't we get these boys who attack their missile cab right here. And Harold, you can just fucking murder them. All right, we won. Oh my god. Now let's hope that that is the last siege battle we have to fight. Oh my goodness. Look at the 3 fucking wolf boys. 169, 121, 163. They're honestly better than Harold. I mean, Harold has a nice big sword, but he's not a werewolf. Besides that, I think we should consider switching out the majority of our infantry to the shield maidens. They're ranking up the kills and they're staying alive in the heart of battle more than these guys are. So that's something to consider. All right, we're going to raise our first province because I'm pretty sure that's what we have to do. Let's hope. Maybe that wasn't what we needed to do. The quest is still there. Raid. We needed to sack that? I'm not entirely sure. Maybe we let these guys take it back and then go back and kill them. All right, let's check our United Norskans map. We have confederated with Bjornling and also World Walkers and also these guys and also these guys. Now we need to maintain 15 units of Norse controls, although Throg actually doesn't exist anymore. He's already been confederated. And we need to finish a monster hunt and we get to confederate with Sal. I suppose the main problem here is we can't raid this region anymore because we put this thing down on it. So yeah, that's a little bit annoying. Oh my god. Haka has come back with a vengeance right here and Throg's there as well. Jesus. I feel like I gotta capitalize on this, yeah? But I just don't want to spend money on these units. I don't even know what I get. Maybe I'll get a couple of these. Now let's just wait and see what happens, I guess. All right, awesome. I think they're gonna go for that. Can we beat that? Oh my god. That is an army and a half. And what happened over here? Oh, these guys just abandoned everything. Oh my god, they just skipped that tower. We're gonna have to fight these guys, actually. Wow. A Pyrrhic victory. Who are we gonna lose? Like everyone. Oh wow. I think that's actually gonna be good for us. This should be a fairly straightforward battle. Oh my god. They are bitching it very hard. Look at this. Alright, let's get a unit of skin wolves over there. No, giant wolves. Let's have a look at these guys spawn in. Alright, they're literally just dogs. I thought they were gonna be actual fucking standing werewolves or some shit. Alright, we're just about to kill their little cuck lord. Go on. He just dived through her. All right, let's send our wolves in. Our pack of fucking... They're not even wolves, man. Now that I take a closer look at these guys, they are some fucking abominations of creatures. All right, beautiful. That is the cucks killed once again. Now, let's enslave them, and we should be able to confederate with them now. There it is. And let's perform the confederation. I'll have to choose someone, don't I? Who do we want here? I suppose Wulfric. Yes, that's the most sensible option. All right, now we've just gained all of this land down here. Epidemius is actually stronger than us at the moment, but we're pretty equal. 43 to 40. Well, yeah, he's definitely the biggest threat, so we basically just got to prepare for Epidemius. I mean, they've got 3 armies here, so they're about to absolutely annihilate Haka. Okay, we can actually finally recruit Huskarls. These are going to be guys that I want to make up the bulk of our infantry, so basically the bulk of this army, because they have absolutely insane armor stats and melee defense stats as well. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and recruit a couple of these guys. Well, that's not good. Epidemius has declared war on us. Okay, we might lose Doom Keep. Yep, there they are. Well, there goes Haka. We're not going to be able to get him. All right, I'm going to assume that Harold will be able to handle these guys over here. So under that assumption, let's go ahead and take our Armani coat, Wolf guy, and attack the Forbidden Citadel. Well, Spurt Mildew, you win this round, buddy. Although we're going to come and fuck you up in the next. The only good unit they have is the Soul Grinder of Nurgle, so at least we know that much. Actually, they also have the Plague Ogres and the Beast of Nurgle. These guys are annoying to take out, but they shouldn't be that bad. Okay, interestingly, we can't actually see another army down here. There very well might be, though, because we just lost this. But first things first, let us go tit for tat. Let us take back one. Okay, beautiful. And the Forbidden Citadel is actually a city. Is that what they are? So it is actually a good trade, although we're going to get that one back right now. Damn, unfortunately for us, we can't actually reach them. Now that is incredibly annoying. Although let's go ahead and recruit these guys. And we have 19 units here. We're one shy of the 20. But we're going to march out here. Hopefully we don't get attacked by 2 armies. But if we do, we might be able to take them with these 4 new units of Huskarls. Oh wow, only they came out to attack us. Alright, let's go ahead and take out Spurt Mildew Igor. And if you ever wondered what my face looked like, then wonder no more. Because this is a direct mirror reflection of me. Alright, so let's have a look at our new units. Firstly, we have the Huskarls. These guys are extremely heavily armored beasts that look fucking great. Honestly, this guy kind of looks like me. Well, my character at least. And besides that, we also have the Marauder Champions. Great weapons, that is. So here are these guys. Alright, they're the 2 new additions to our army. Now we just got to fight these guys. Alright, everyone, let's just fucking murder this thing. The man himself has chosen to come and attack us. Oh my god, Harold's about to fucking die. Alright, Harold, get out of there, buddy. How are our Huskarls going? I think they're dying a little bit too much for my liking. Harold has 1,000 health left. That is it. That's fine. Let's get this chariot unit to actually come around and charge their rears. Alright, our chariots have officially made it around. Only problem is they still have some pretty strong units. Charge these plague bearers, please. We just need to keep doing cycle charges. And you guys got to get around there as well, honestly. Oh, that soul grinder. I didn't even see it. Let's get all you guys to shoot that soul grinder, please. Anti-large wolves. Attack that fucking soul grinder. Good. That soul grinder's about to die. Next target, the melee specialist. All right, we need to keep the damage on. Even send Harold in there. Fuck it. Gotta risk it for the biscuit, boys. Good. Beast of Nurgle's dead. All right, lads. Focus that melee specialist. How's Harold going? 500 health. Probably not, Harold. Hey, probably stay out of there. Come on, boys. Come on, boys. Do some damage to these guys, please. Harold, you you just sit back there like a G. Let's get some nice close-ups of us slaughtering this fat bastard. Oh, beautiful. All right, man, you fought fucking well, and you're all drenched in blood. That's what I like to see. All right, well, we won, but Harold almost got fucking murdered. I don't know how he got murdered so fast. Well, nearly murdered so fast, but this guy hit like a fucking truck. Although the Soul Grinder could have been shooting him at the same time, so I'm not too sure. Let's sacrifice these fucking disgusting, boil-ridden pricks. Unfortunately for us, there's more where that came from, because we've got another army that is pretty much the exact same as the one we just fought. Actually, it might even be a bit stronger, because it's got exalted plague bearers. So we might have to actually retreat and just heal back up. All right, let's get another couple skin wolf units for the anti-large bonus that they bring. And yeah, let's continue our offensive against Nurgle at least with Wolfman. All right, well, currently, pretty much all of the factions except for Icefang have either died or we've already confederated with them by defeating their lord in battle. So the only ones left are actually Icefang, Skeggy, Beursenling, however the fuck you say that, Aisling, Kull, Dolgan, and Usak. Now, obviously, we're going to have to survive the current Nurgle onslaught, and then I think the plan is to kind of start to move down this way, take over Icefang, confederate with them, and then by then, hopefully someone will have taken this and we can sack it, and thus that will allow us to complete the first monster hunt. But I mean, these aren't the most easy factions to confederate with. Like for these guys, we've got to defeat Archaon in battle. For Kull, we have to beat another 10 battles against Warriors of Chaos. These guys, we've got to win 3 against Grand Cathay, so we literally got to move over there. We have to destroy Khorne, which is crazy, and I wonder what happens if Khorne's already destroyed. We have to destroy the Oracles of Sinch, and then win a single battle against Hexotl. So I suppose we'll take Icefang out and then gradually move down this way. It's going to take a while though. All right, let's go ahead and take the Altar of Spawns. Medium casualties, really? Why? Because they have 1 tier 3 unit. That's fucking craziness. Oh, well, we don't lose anyone at least, and let's occupy that. Well, well, well. Would you look at the little pussy coming back? Absolutely not, Epidemius. You started this war, and I'll be the one to finish it, buddy. Oh wow, Epidemius himself has actually come over here. That's just going to be really annoying. 3 Plague Ogres and 4 Beasts of Nurgle, and obviously Epidemius himself. Unfortunately, our contact with these Nurglings gave us severe syphilis, and now we're weaker and slower. On the positive side, at least we can go ahead and take the Monolith of the Flesh, and that's what we like to see, low casualties. There we go, and we can actually recruit a tier 4 Skin Wolf, and that's going to do this wolf army a lot of good, although it's a bit expensive. He probably doesn't need it just yet. Ooh, that's a little scary. Epidemius is actually on his way down here to kill us. Not sure if he can actually make that. Let's assume he can, so let's get this Regiment of Renown unit right here. All right, well, these guys are just going to keep chasing us, so we're going to have to get the fuck out of there, and hopefully we can make this guy's army a little bit better. And we're literally just going to have to just keep retreating, I think, and see what happens next. All right, well, Epidemius is coming after us here, so maybe we can descend on Epidemius. Ooh, a valiant defeat. I wonder, would we actually be able to take them out? All right, well, I was at least able to take out that Soul Grinder, and being just the garrison that we used, it's actually a good deal. We also took out a Beast of Nurgle as well. All right, these armies have actually split up a little bit, so this might be my chance to go ahead and try and take them out. So let's send Harold down here, and I guess we're just going to use this army as a bit of a decoy. Maybe let's just keep going down here with this army also. Damn, bro, they can actually make it. That's kind of crazy. Well, let's just retreat for now. Where did that army come from? I don't even know. Oh, did they just like swap places or some shit? I think they did. All right, now surely we should be able to win this. Pyrrhic victory high, but we take no actual casualties, so we're going to take that. All right, there's one army gone. Who the fuck are these guys? I don't even know. Anyway, we're going to go and take the Winter Pyre as well, and that's what we like to see. Now, surely we should be able to win this. Still a valiant defeat, it thinks. Okay. Is that actually a siege battle, though? No, it's not. Okay, I believe in our boys. Let's go ahead and fight that. All right, this is going to be one hell of a battle. So let's set our front line up, kind of just like that, just to match them, because they have so many plague bearers, it's not even funny. How many plague bearers do they have? They have just a shit ton of plague bearers, don't they? Yes. Nurglings, nothing we have to worry about there. They got a couple of exalted plague bearers as well, a Beast of Nurgle over there. They got a couple Beasts of Nurgle, actually. All right, here we go. Let's get a nice charge in on these guys, and send these guys in to get those Beasts of Nurgle out of action. Kind of want to focus on them as as well. So let's do that. All right, Harold is losing a fuck ton of health right now. How are we going over here? Not the best, I don't think. Harold's gonna die. That's basically set in stone now. All right, these guys are fine. Let's get him in there. Let's get a recharge on these guys. Send these guys over. Anyone else left to kill over here? I don't think there's that many people to kill. All right, take them out. We need those exalted men done in. Oh, Harold's actually back. What are the odds of that? If we can get a recharge on them, that would be nice. Oh, they're dead. They're dead. All right, we actually won. Well, easy. All right, with that battle won, we've actually gone ahead and taken out one of the strongest armies that this Nurgle faction has. And oh my god, look at these axe throwers. 150 kills. That's crazy. Now, the main army that's left is just Epidemius himself. All right, we're actually going to come down here, and I think we're going to get the Grayling tribe. Gives us more recruitment capacity and some good buffs to our wolf units. So yes, please. And it looks like we've been dragged into another war. The winner gets to keep their name as Harold. The other has to change their name to Bart Smeller. Oh wow, he was down that way. Did not see him. Now let's finally get some land back with High King Ulfric over here. All right, they're just going to keep going, aren't they? Yep. All right, we should be able to take Epidemius out. Yes, indeed. What are we going to lose? One single unit, are we? A couple more. But at least we get to auto-resolve Epidemius out of existence, so we don't have to deal with this ridiculous army over here. All right, I think we are actually around the same time that we can start raising settlements for the Hound and start building up our weapon strength. And let's go and put Harold on a new diet that gives him more mass and more hit points. It basically consists of one extra large pepperoni pizza. I just realized we can kind of fuck them up right now, can't we? Yes, we can. All right, let's get the Famir warriors. Now let's do this. Encircle them and come across here. This should work out quite nicely. Now, it is only this army that can actually reach us right now. Yes, so we get a decisive victory with low casualties here. Beautiful. Now let's actually raise this one as well. And we can get this Regiment of Renown to make ourselves a bit stronger. All right, let's go ahead and take this one, the Monolith. Somehow we get a Pyrrhic victory there. And let's upgrade all of these places down here. Oh wow, we actually auto-resolve this guy fairly easily. We really don't lose that much. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, I had a lot of things on my to-do list today, but getting extorted by Emperor Karl Franz was not one of them. That is extremely annoying. All right, let's go ahead and take these guys out with Harold. Dunk on their heads. And keep it going, High King Ulfric. Take that last settlement. Then we've got the entire coast, basically. Well, that is fucking bugged. Somehow we can actually confederate through the Unite the Norskins mechanic, even if we've already confederated with a faction. So, yes. All right, we're going to get medium casualties with this, which we don't care. That's fine. Ooh, Soul Crusher. Now, that's what I like to see. All right, and with this last settlement right here, we complete the entire coast, and we now have all of this beautiful land right here, which actually means we have 18 settlements. Oh my god, Harold actually attacked me. Wow, that's honestly not a bad army. He's even got a tier 5 giant, so taking that out by auto-resolve, I will do that. Thank you, I lost absolutely nothing. Well, yeah, that's not good. Arbaal the Undefeated has declared war on us, and we have immediately lost Erengrad. That's not good at all. Okay, well, yeah, the challenges are they're just going to rip through our lands right now. We really got nothing to hold them back, do we? Oh my fucking god. Well, hopefully Arbaal actually captures the Tower of Crack. That would be good. But it looks like he's just going to fucking burn everything to the ground, which won't help us at all. All right, let's go ahead and raise another one to the Hound. What do we got now for the Hound? 24 out of 30. We're nearly there. Well, that's not good. We've got a chaos invasion on the mainland, and I have basically no army to defend us. Just my luck that my only neighbor that attacks me doesn't give a single fuck about capturing land. They just want to destroy everything. And all I need is for them to take that. Oh my god, we're in a bit of crisis at the moment as well because we're actually bankrupt. All right, let's go ahead and take this army out. How do we get medium casualties here? All right, let's lightning strike this and actually fight it with Harold himself. Well, we can actually go ahead and take a look at some of the new units we got. We got 2 new regiments of renown. First is the Famir warriors. So they're called the Mist Stalkers, this exact unit. And yeah, these guys are one-eyed fucking death machines. I don't know exactly what they are. I guess they are the race of Famir. But yeah, they look fucking terrifying, man. Look at that. And the next unit we got the Wolves of Naglafari. So these guys are incredibly high armored fucking machines. Look at them. They also look fucking great. Look at this guy. They have horns and a wolf head, and they glow. All right, so what I'm thinking for this is kind of send all my heavily armored units like Huskarls and the Aspiring Champions into just meet them over there, and then send like all of my faster units and chariots around the back to just completely smash them. All right, let's go ahead and see these Famir warriors in action against these naked old grubby men. This guy is fucking lazy, bro. All right, there we go. He actually did something crazy. Oh my god, Harold loses health so quickly. Like so much so that I need to get him out of there. All right, surely these chariots actually do a good job right here. Downhill, come on. All right, they knocked a single guy. Absolutely terrible. All right, with that battle won, let's go ahead and actually attack these guys. All right, gates are destroyed. All right, fucking get in there then. Kill these plague ogres. All right, we are in. Let's take those pox flyers out, and you guys can go ahead and start climbing that ladder. Come on, boys. Charge those fuckers. Oof, that is doing a lot of damage to us. Although over here, we are destroying them. Oh my goodness. Let's push forward. Let's kill Epidemius himself. Why not? There's too many plague bearers around here. I don't know if we can do much. Is Epidemius going to die? He's kind of close, not going to lie. All right, we killed Epidemius. Good. Focus that Beast of Nurgle. That's the thing that needs to die right now. Let's go. Let's move in, boys. Is that Beast of Nurgle dead? Yes, it is. All right, let's go send 3 of these guys over here. Destroy the towers. And let's send all the lords over here this way. All right, boys, here we go. Oh my fucking god. What a charge from Lars. All right, we should be destroying them. Here comes the cavalry. Let's get a nice close-up of this. Oh, yes. Fucking exploding stink bombs over here. And there we go. We won. Well, with that, we get to raise another one for the Hound. And we actually have officially gained the first rank on the Hound's Gaze. We're at level 1. So now we got 20% more income from our ports and 10% more melee for all infantry units, which is honestly a pretty good buff. All right, well, with that battle won, we actually have 20k, which means we're a little bit better off now than we were before the battle. The only question now is how do we spend that money, considering we've got an invasion over here and a double invasion down here. It's a little hard to know. Oh, how nice of these guys. They actually just moved back in straight away. So now we can attack them again. Let's raise that for the Hound. And with that, we actually destroyed the Nurgle faction, and Epidemius is no more. Well, this isn't good. Arbaal has landed here, and we have a full-scale invasion of Khorne now. This is not good at all. All right, let's spend all the money we have, get a fuck ton of Regiment of Renown units, and hopefully we can manage to fend off Arbaal. Although somehow I feel like that's not going to happen. Let's see. Oh my god, we're actually going to do it. All right, and let's sacrifice them. Oh my god, it's a blessing in disguise. They actually went ahead and took the Tower of Crack. So now we can go and sack that. That should be our first priority. All right, let's go ahead and get a non-aggression pact with Malachi Makaisen. We're already at war with 2 pretty strong factions, so we don't need another. Well, would you look at that? They made it easy for me and actually headed over here themselves. Although they're definitely going to retreat once I attack them. Wow, they didn't retreat. That's kind of crazy. Well, I'm actually going to fight this because I wanted to show off the Valkyries. All right, here you can see we have the Valkyrie. They are an anti-large, flying, armor-piercing beast. It's only a single entity, but as you can see, they have 300 weapon strength. That is a ridiculous amount of weapon strength. So unfortunately for us, both of these armies don't have any large units, so they're not going to be that helpful, although they're still going to destroy them. All right, let's go ahead and charge these guys. That is fucking tragic. Oh my goodness. Let's get these Chaos Furries. We should absolutely destroy them with our Valkyries. Holy fuck, man. These units look great. Oh my god, they're so fast as well. All right, let's get this ship going. And let's see this Valkyrie versus a single Lord right here. Oh my god, it hits so hard. It hits so hard. Although, we should probably get it out of there. Leadership is getting pretty poorly affected right there. All right, we won. Easy done. We will take that every day and raise that. So, the Norscan tribes that we are yet to confederate with, Bear Paw guys, I'm not even going to try and pronounce that. Kull, Dolgan, Usak, Aisling, Biersunling, and Skeggy. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tribes left. Everyone around us, besides Icefang, has been confederated. All right, let's go down here and continue our destruction of the Legion of Chaos. And we're actually going to occupy this because Harold actually needs to heal up. And next we're going to... Can we colonize Volcano's Heart? Yes, we can. All right, now let's take the Bay of Blades. Perfect. And High King Ulfric should be enough to take out that army. I'm a little bit concerned about Harold down here, though. Although I am destroying his lands back home, so he must be getting a little concerned. All right, well, unfortunately for us, I think this army is going to be too good for High King Ulfric's army. So we're probably going to have to march up Wulfric as well. Anyway, let's go take back Saal. There it is. We're going to lose the Forbidden Citadel as well. At least we can see this army now. They've got one tier 3 regiment, another chariot regiment, another tier 3. Okay, a tier 4. A tier 4. Jeez, that's much stronger than I expected. Okay, well, we got destroyed. All right, we take out that ridiculous army. We don't actually have to fight it. Thank God. All right, we get a quest issued. What is this for? A bitter reunion, and we will get the Crown of Skjold. All right, let's go ahead and take the Port of Secrets down here. Continue our onslaught, and I might even attack this. Well, we got a tier 4 settlement, so we can actually go ahead and start the construction of something that can get us a Norscan longship. All right, with that done, we can actually go ahead and start recruiting some of these ice wolves. So we need to maintain 15 of these guys in order to confederate with the next faction. So let's get 4. Ah, Harold, waving the white flag to the true Harold. No, thank you. All right, let's attack. A valiant defeat with only this army. That's kind of crazy. All right, let's march. And there it is. Do we lose anyone? We don't lose a single unit. Okay, short victory. There it is. Oh, well, that means nothing to us. So that actually positions us quite well to confederate with Dolgan because we're right next to the burning monolith, which realistically, that should be where Archaon is. That's the only problem, is that he's actually incredibly strong at the moment. So that's not good. Although, if we actually declare war on Archaon, then we only need to win 8 battles. Well, 8 battles is a lot, actually. But we need to win 8 battles against him, and then we'll confederate with Kull, and as soon as we beat Archaon himself, we'll confederate with Dolgan. So that's another 2. All right, let's keep destroying these lands and claiming what we lost back. Now, these are the last 2 settlements that Harold actually has. Yes, look at that. All right, we are pretty close to wiping him out. All right, it is taken way too fucking long, but we are finally in the right position to complete the first monster hunt. Only took 80 turns. Jesus Christ. Okay, beautiful. Auto-resolve that and sack that. I don't understand. Am I supposed to just do this? If this is what I'm supposed to do, I'll be extremely disappointed. Oh my goodness. Recruit ice trolls or marauder hunters? Ice trolls, definitely. Okay, so with that done, we need to recruit a Norscan ice troll. So why don't I go ahead and recruit one? You know what? I think now is probably a good time to get some peace going with old mate Harold over here, because I don't want to destroy that army. So let's do that, and we can focus on some other things. Well, that's handy. We get to take them out. Okay, now we need to move anyone down to this land down here. I assume that means any character, so we are unfortunately going to have to trespass on the dwarf boys, but what can you do? Okay, there it is. We have unlocked our first monster hunt. Now, I wonder if anyone's actually strong enough to go ahead and fight this properly. Let's go and place these guys into Harold's army and then teleport Harold down there. And we'll give him 2 of these units as well. All right, let's go ahead and teleport to the very first monster hunt. Looks like we'll be taking on 2 Chaos Frost Dragons, 4 Norscan Ice Trolls, and the man himself, Frigustrex. Frigustrex? Whatever the fuck that is. Tier 5 unit, ridiculous looking fucking health. All right, well, it seems like as soon as we charge this 2 two-headed monstrosity. Somehow, he can summon storms to actually make us slower. Although I can't really think of a better way to try and get this guy than just to literally charge headfirst into the fray. So I think that's what we're going to do. All right, let's go. A sudden chill overwhelms you. All right, yeah, look at us. We are fucking barely moving here. All right, let's get everyone to attack that frost dragon right there. All right, come on, Harold. You need to slay that thing yourself. What? They've got some reinforcements. What are they? That's another Chaos Frost Dragon and another one as well. Don't know how much trouble we're going to get from the rest of these guys. Hopefully not too much. All right, we've slayed the beast, it seems. Now we just got to take out the rest. Oh my god, our army is routing right now. This is not good. They have a lot of units right here, I'm not going to lie. And they've got a lot of ice trolls as well, who actually regen. All right, there we go. That was a lot tougher than I expected. Oh my god. Frigustrex got over 500 kills. That's fucking wild. Okay, so actually completing monster hunts is going to give you the ability to get more favor with a certain god. So let's get plus 12 favor for the Hound. All right, and with that battle won, we can recruit the Cold Voider, a tier 4 Frostworm. Now let's actually check here. We have 13 out of the total 15 units that we need for the Norscan Ice Wolves. So once we recruit another 2 Ice Wolves, we're going to be able to confederate with Ice Fang, even if they are already a vassal of another faction. All right, with that done, let's go and have a look at some of the other monster hunts that we can do. I suppose the next one we're going to go for is Radaxian, the Serpent of the World Roots. Let's go and challenge that. My goodness, it's fucking half a world away. Well, probably won't be getting to that. Ooh, a defensive alliance. You know what? Why not? You know, I need some friends. I have no fucking friends at the moment. Let's go for it. There we go. We have performed the Confederation with Ice Fang. Now, one thing I kind of haven't mentioned right now is we have this thing called supply lines. So for this faction, the more armies we have, the worse our army upkeep gets. Something about the supply lines getting harder and harder to maintain. Anyway, we're paying an additional 2.7k in upkeep, which is not great. And I'm almost considering just getting rid of this army altogether. And we can pretty much get rid of this entire army. Maybe I'll keep a couple. I'll keep like 3. All right, that helped us out a bit. Do I just get rid of this army completely? I might, actually. Yeah, fuck it. We'll get 4k now. Damn, neither of these guys are Archaon. So Archaon's probably a lot further down here. Although these armies actually have some of those new units included in one of the mods. They have the Chaos Centaurs, a tier 3 Centaur unit, and the Ancient Harpies. So that's pretty cool. We can't actually unlock them ourselves, but yeah, there you go. Oh shit, Archaon just randomly declared war on me. Oh no. I mean, I severely hope he can't reach us right now, because we're one turn away from these Norscan longships. Okay, beautiful. We were able to recruit our Norscan longships. Oh, that's a problem. That's also a problem. Well, let's see this army take the Port of Secrets. Yep, there it is. God damn it. Who is besieging Erengrad? Arbaal is. We fucking lose as well. Oh shit. Came out of nowhere with this shit too, didn't he? I don't even know how we're getting a valiant defeat, because that army is fucking nuts. I mean, it's mainly tier 3 units. All these units are tier 3. Then it's got a tier 4 Wrathmonger, 2 tier 4 Blood Crushers of Khorne, a tier 5 Bloodthirster, 2 tier 4 Soul Grinders, and then more tier 3s. That is a ridiculous army. Now, can we get some peace? No, we can't. Should have taken peace when we could have. Okay, so in order to get Cull, we only need, well, we need 8 victories against the Warriors of Chaos. I think we're going to lose this no matter what, so I'm going to wait a turn, see what happens. See if Malachi wants to come down to help me out here. And that would be a lot easier. Nope, he doesn't want to do it. And he's even gotten more. Arbaal takes this one then, I guess. Oh, wow. Why did they leave this guy by himself right here? All right, and with that battle won, we only need 7 more. So, yeah, we lose the Howling Citadel. And it seems like Cull just fucking love horses. They have so much cav in their armies. Anyway, that shouldn't matter if we confederate with them. Auto-resolve that guy out of the world. And now we only need 6 battles won. Oh my god, Archaon has actually come down. He is level 44. That's fucking ridiculous. Alright, let's send High King Ulfric down to Africa. Get on your merry way. Alright, let's see what happens. Where the hell has Arbaal come from? Oh my god, there's another army down there. Alright, we're gonna have to recruit recruit, who are we going to recruit? Wolfric, get in there, buddy. All right, we got quite a bit of a problem over here. There's 5 20-stack armies, and we only have 2, but hopefully we don't die. Let's see if they attack us without the Wolf's army there. Oh, wow, they actually skipped Harold's army, and they went straight to our Wolfman, and somehow we just completely wiped this army off the face of the earth. It's not a bad army. It's got tier 5 units like that, Aspiring Champions, Chaos Centaurs. Oh, wow, they even have some Dragon Ogres as well. And we just wipe it off the face of the earth with purely wolves. Nothing else but wolves. Sucks to be you, bro. All right, I'm going to see if I can attempt to lure Archaon out to a 1v1 versus just Harold's army. Although it's going to be quite a fucking hard battle. Actually, that's going to be borderline impossible. Let me do the math on this real quick. 4 tier 5 units and 3 tier 4 units. All right, no, I'm not going to do it. Let's keep these boys together. We've got much better chance of winning. All right, here we go. Time to take you out, Archaon. All right, so finally we can actually show off the new unit, the Norscan longship. Obviously, this is not in the actual game. As you can see, it is manned by a bunch of crazed, angry, psychopathic men. Now, I actually haven't used this unit before, so it's quite a battle to use it in. But as you can see with the stats, they have pretty crazy looking weapon strength. But besides that, you know, I'm not sure if they only fire or if they have any melee attack. It looks like 5 melee attack is disgusting. But they can fire in a continual radius, so we should probably keep away from a lot of these other units. And I'm not sure exactly what we're going to do or how we're going to do it, but yeah, this is going to be a tough battle. And here's this other unit that we got, the Frostworm. This is the unit that we got from that first monster hunt. So hopefully that serves us well. All right, let's see how we go. Oh, they're actually not going to attack me. Really? Oh, that's beneficial to us, I guess. All right, let's go half speed for a second. What can we do here? We can add in a couple of spells. All right, there's that. There's a Burning Head. There is a Spirit Leech. That is actually kind of good. And I forgot to transform. My bad. All right, let's use these guys over there and send some units in to take out Archaon. And let's Spirit Leech Archaon twice. All right, Archaon must be dying pretty quickly here. We have a lot of units on him. We have a lot of wolves down here doing nothing as well. Why don't we send these guys over here? All right, send them all in, boys. Send them all in. Now, Frostworm is gonna die, I think. I think they're pretty much dead already. All right, let's kill Archaon. Come on, boys. You can do it. All right, we killed Archaon, and there we go. We won. Jesus, 14k for that. That's kind of crazy. All right, let's replenish our army by 10%. And with that battle won, we should successfully confederate with, I wasn't expecting it to be them, Dolgan, there it is, who already died, unfortunately. So we get basically nothing out of it. So now there is only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 factions to confederate with. Archaon the Everchosen comes to us for peace. Absolutely not. I'm a petty guy. All right, I'm going to assume Arbaal is going to destroy us this turn. I'm convinced that he's going to attack this army. So let's get this War Mammoth to help us out here. What do I have to do to get these fucking... Oh my god. Win 5 battles against Kislev. A faction that doesn't exist anymore. That's going to be a bit difficult. Oh my god. He went for the wrong one. Thank god. All right, time to use our newly created army to fucking destroy Arbaal again. All right, my plan is to use the Valkyries to take out that one Bloodthirster. And I don't think anything should be able to help them out because nothing else can fly. And that Soul Grinder is on the complete opposite end. So with that in mind, maybe we should send our wolves across that way to kind of go after that Soul Grinder. Set our infantry up to kind of just go across there and just kind of periodically station our mammoths and giants around. All right, let's start that battle and let's go for it. Oh, there is one Soul Grinder there that I didn't actually see. All right, let's have a look at how much damage we're doing to this Bloodthirster. I swear they just got hit by their own Soul Grinder then. Oh my god, this one Bloodthirster. No way is that actually going to take out all 3 of my Valkyries. That is fucking nuts. Oh no, we're actually, yep, we're going to take it out. All right, let's see this ship charge through everyone. Yeah, it did a little bit of damage. Well, we just fucking couldn't take him out. Jesus. All right, we fucking lost that tremendously. Well, we're kind of fucked now. So that entire army was basically anti-infantry, but also themselves were infantry. So I really don't know what to do. What are these guys doing? All right, we should be able to defend defeat them, although we could be getting ourselves right into a pickle we don't want to get ourselves into, because if they retreat, there's a chance we'll be in range of 4 armies, which we definitely don't want that. So I suppose let's be patient. One more turn and then we'll move out. Although to be fair, with Arbaal right here, patience is kind of something we don't have at the moment. That's a luxury we can't afford. I mean, I suppose we just shouldn't get infantry because their entire army is anti-infantry almost. Oh my goodness, we actually win this. Well, let's do it. And we win this one too. Jesus. All right, with that battle won, we actually only need another 2 victories against the Warriors of Chaos. And I'm just going to ignore Cole and just continually kind of charge at Archaon. Because once we get another 2 victories, all of this land over here will become ours. And we'll have basically the entire coastline again. Well, Arbaal wants some peace. We actually will take that. Only we need to get back our land first. So we're not going to take it. Yes, that was going to happen. All right, let's go ahead and take the Writhing Fortress, and we shall occupy that. Now, we only have 1 more battle that we need before Cole becomes our vassal. So let's start moving down and get 2 more units. What should they be? Who should they be? Maybe some Norscan wares. Does that make sense? Anti-infantry? Chuck them in the pack. Why not? All right, let's go over here, and if we win 1 battle against Hexotl, we'll be able to confederate with Skeggy, and we'll also get 5,000 out of the treasury. So let's just quickly declare war on these fat lizards and win this battle. And with that new monument to the Hound, we have gone up to level 2 and reached the Hound's favor. So that basically gives us another 20% income from ports and more experience for different armies. Oh my goodness, where has Archaon come from? Seriously, he's just come out of nowhere. Wow, we almost actually win that somehow. Okay, this is not good. Arbaal himself has actually met up with another 2 armies. Now, we can't fucking do anything about that. We fully cannot defeat that. I mean, we might not even be able to defeat Arbaal's army himself. So, this is kind of bad. All right, boys, we are 1 turn away from turn 100. So, I'm just going to say straight out, we are not going to confederate with these 3 factions. They're just too far away. So, the goal is to confederate with Cull and then defeat Arbaal and go and confederate with these boys right here. And then I would have basically confederated all 10 of the Nordic factions that are kind of close to us. So that is the new goal, because I am not fucking destroying the Oracles of Sinch down there, the Scarbrand himself, and going all the way to China. Oh my freaking god. They are coming for our head right now. There it is. These guys are going to absolutely fucking annoy the shit out of me. All right, well, things could be better. Oh my god. Let's hope I can take this. Okay, beautiful. There we go. And we take their capital, occupy it. And just like that, we have confederated with Cull. And now we are $10,000 in debt. Oh my goodness. And here is one of the other new units. It's actually a new hero, which is a Jarl. Honestly, this army's not even going to help me that much. Let's actually just get rid of it. There we go. We're not in that much debt anymore. All right, so with Cull confederated, now pretty much the only goals we have is, well, firstly to take back our land here from Archaon. So we'll take out Archaon 1 more time and then drive back this insane invasion by Arbaal and finally confederate with the final Norscan faction over here. All right, let's get some deals going just to keep me afloat before we end up fucking dying. Sweet, that is exactly what I want to see here. All right, we don't have any attrition anymore. That's good. We'll actually be healing up. You know, I had a feeling that he was going to lightning strike me, but you know what? We're going to go for it. All right, we lost our previous fight against Arbaal, but I'm going to change my tactics up. When I say change my tactics up, this is exactly what I mean. Just chuck everyone in a fucking giant blob and go attack. First things first, take out their bloodthirster. All right, hopefully we can take this guy out pretty fast. Oh my goodness, look at the amount of damage we're doing to this bloodthirster. Oh my god, we took him out so quickly. That is honestly nuts. I don't even know what to do now. That just went so well. Why don't we go and try and take out Arbaal? Is that crazy? I know we're not anti-large, but we might be able to do it. Oh my god, Arbaal Arbaal is fucking insanely strong. Let's retreat from that. Let's stop doing that. Fly, please fly, please fly, please fly. Sweet, go and take out that soul grinder then. All right, we should be taking out this soul grinder pretty quickly now. Oh my goodness. There's his passive ability. He summons a giant wolf called Frostfang. Here it is. Did we take him out? We didn't even take him out. Oh my goodness. Let's fly away and then come back. God damn, bro. This army is so strong. Oh my god. Derek Johnson. I know that's not his name, but that's what I'm going to call him. He's also dead. All right, let's go back and kill this soul grinder now. At least we can take out a couple of their strong units then. All right, another defeat. And here apparently we're going to get another valiant defeat. Let's go for it. Ooh, we're actually really close to killing Arbaal. God damn, this reinforcement time is taking fucking ages. All right, let's go ahead and try and kill Arbaal. Oh, we killed him. Beautiful. Now jump that one soul grinder, please. Oh my god, that soul grinder just fucking slapped us. Unfortunately, we lost again. Well, at the very least, Archaon has come down to meet us, so let's go ahead and kill him. Why don't we go ahead and just march in there, boys? Oh my goodness, that tore a freaking hole through our defense. Let's hit Archaon with that. And we'll hit him with a Spirit Leech. Get these guys over here. Oh, we actually have the Jarl as well. I forgot about this guy. How's he look? Beautiful. All right, we have one more Spirit Leech. Let's use that on Archaon. And then you can also go and jump Archaon. All right, Harold, just start absolutely fucking that guy up. All right, we've killed Archaon. Well, that happened. So, yeah, we're just going to take out this last remaining army, and then we'll claim success because we can't confederate with them anymore. So let's build up the most ultimate army we possibly can. Well, I have made seemingly the most powerful army I can possibly make with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 units of a new modded unit in the Frost Hydra, 5 Chaos Frost Dragons, 4 Norscan Longships, and a couple of Regiment of Renown Giants and War Mammoths. So let's go down here and take out Arbaal, who himself has a pretty fucking crazy looking army. Well, win or lose, this is the final battle of the campaign. Alright, first things first, I want to give a quick look at the Frost Hydra. This is a new unit for the Norscans, but it's much like the other Hydras, just a little bit more chilly. Got a little bit more of that frost drip about it. Oh my fucking god, I haven't looked at your face like ever. That's kind of creepy. Alright, let's go. Go ahead and take out that Bloodthirster first, and then send the rest of you guys over that way. First things first, we have 5 of these guys. Why don't all 5 of you use your Frost Breath on Arbaal? All right, let's see Arbaal's health. Oh my god, bombardment. Honestly, wasn't that bad. All right, go and take out that Bloodthirster. Oh my god, we are doing some damage to these guys. But anyway, let's just go and try and kill Arbaal. Oh, 1 Frost Dragon is already down. I mean, how many Frost Dragons does it take to kill 1 Bloodthirster? All right, this is going to be crazy. All of these guys have this ability. The Ice Blast ability. It's going to be absolutely nuts. The amount of kills we are getting right now is actually crazy. All right, let's get all of these guys to put a Spirit Leech on Arbaal. Oh my god, I think we're actually going to lose this. This is actually nuts. And Arbaal has barely lost any health as well. That's crazy. And we're putting 4 Spirit Leeches on Arbaal at the same time. This guy is crazy. Yeah, don't let Arbaal get to level 50 in your campaign, because this is going to be the result. All right, we still have some abilities left. Let's see if we can do it. Oh my goodness. All right, get in there, boys. Every Frost Hydra, just go and kill Arbaal, please. Oh my god. Well, we tried our best, but that fucking Arbaal army is just insane. I mean, I am honestly flabbergasted that that army we just built lost to Arbaal. But, you know, it's a pretty good army, but still, I just think it's crazy. Anyway, if you made it this far, then thanks for watching. Honestly, I just want to give everyone who showed me love and support on that first video a massive thank you. Honestly, I've been blown away by the support that this channel has gotten in such a short amount of time. I kind of expected it to take a lot longer to hit that 1K subs mark, but we got there in literally a single video. I did have one more before that, but let's not talk about that. But onwards and upwards. New goal is to hit 10K. So if you haven't subscribed yet, fucking subscribe. Anyway, as always, a special shout out to all my patrons. Your support really helps the channel keep going. If you'd like to become a patron, then click the link in the description. That's all for this one, guys, and I'll see you very soon in the next one.